Hi, my name is Golden Bear. I'm the fire marshal for Syracuse. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about the live fire training that we've been doing. We do it about once a year. Live fire training is required to help hone our skills. We actually go out and do this at a couple different venues. The purpose of the training is to, again, hone our skills to make sure that we're deploying lines, that we're making sure that we get to that fire as quick as possible. A lot of times when we go into live fire scenarios and we do live fire training, we have a specific objective, whether it's to go rescue a dummy or it's to breach a door or to go in and find the seat of the fire and put it out as quick as possible. Some of the gears that we use is our firefighter bunker gear, which can be between 40 to 60 pounds as we're walking around, including dragging a hose line up to a second and third story. A lot of that gear is meant for our safety. It's our personal protective equipment. We don it as quick as possible to be able to get to the fire scene and to the fire. The fire trucks are using pumpers. Most of our pumpers are 1,500 gallon a minute pumpers. We attach to a hose to a fire hydrant, and usually gives us the water we need and to be able to pump that kind of water. Some of the specific scenarios that we do in live fire training is each firefighter has its role. Sometimes we have a firefighter that goes in and finds us a water supply at a local fire hydrant. That person will stay back and connect to a hydrant. Another firefighter will jump off the truck, grab a hose line, extend it to the door, and then prepare to make entry into that house, making sure that the environment is safe. Our engine captain will do what's called a 360. The 360 goes around the house to, number one, check the extent of the fire, where the fire is at, and what the best entry and method of fire attack is going to be. Our engineer is the one person that's going to make all the water come out and go into the fire truck, specifically trained to put it in a way that's safe for our firefighters. They're not carrying too much water and they're not getting knocked off their feet. Once the firefighter on the hose line prepares to enter the house, make sure that the door is not hot, that the ceiling, we don't have fire over our heads. And if we do have fire overhead, start there. Also going to make sure the floor is safe to bear the weight that we're about to put onto it. If we have fire below us, that's something that we also take a look at as well. Once that fire is out and we've got it under control, there's other things that will happen, such as ventilation. We have big fans on the fire truck that we'll use to ventilate the room out. That helps us be able to see where the fire is still at and still working, but also will help us be able to see and get us visual acuity onto the extent of the fire. Once the fire is out and the evolution is complete, we'll all get together around the fire truck. Usually we call them tailboard talks, and we'll go over what just happened and what we could do better next time. As fire training is just that. This is the time that we want to make sure that we're doing things right. Much of what we do in the fire service, we train for, and it becomes what's called muscle memory. We go out and we do these live fire scenarios, so we remember the steps and every little step for us to be able to get to the seat of the fire. So everything that we do on these live fire scenarios is gaining that muscle memory. So we can go out and when something's distracting, we can still complete the same steps and we make sure that we're safe. By doing this training, this helps us in the real world to be able to put out fires more efficiently and faster. Our firefighters are among the best. During training, they encounter smoke, heat, extreme visibility problems. Their abilities to communicate effectively and control the spread of smoke and fire is what this training enhances. The community is better served by well-trained firefighters.